How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Sit down, please. I would like to speak English today too, to improve my speaking skill. Let's get it started. Are you still using an air conditioner? I'm still using an air conditioner. Because it's still hot. I cannot sleep well without it yet. If I had obeyed my parents' advice, this accident would never happen. Would have never happened. Would not have happened. If you had taken the 30 minutes earlier train, you would be in time for the cinema. You would be in time for the movie, and you would be enjoying the movie and drinking Coke now. If I had got up 30 minutes earlier, I could have taken the train. I could have catched the train. I could have catched the train. I could have catched the train. Had I got up earlier, 30 minutes earlier, I could have caught the train. Had I studied harder when I was junior high school, I could have entered better high school. Had I studied harder at junior high school, I would be attending better high school now. Had you obeyed your parents' advice, this accident would have happened. Had you turned left at the corner, you would have got lost because it was the wrong way. If I had taken the wrong way, I would be wandering now, and I would be lost, at a loss, in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. If you hadn't known where to go and the language spoken in the country, how could you have communicated with people? If I had not studied harder when I was a student, I could not have traveled and communicated better in foreign countries. If I had not studied harder when I was junior high school student, I could not have dealt with the problem at the airport. If I had not studied English harder in the past, I could not have dealt with the problem happened at the airport by using English. Hadn't I studied English harder in the past, I could not have dealt with the problem happened at the airport by using English. Hadn't I studied English harder in the past, I could not have read the documents passed out in the plane. Without my hard study, I could not have understood the languages, the words written on the paper in English. But for my hard study, I could not have understood the language written on the paper. Without my quick action, I might have been late for the plane. But for my quick action, I might have been late for the plane. But for tennis, which sports would you play? Without tennis, what sports would you play? But for the violin, which musical instrument would you play? Without the violin, which musical instrument would you play? Without plane, by which transportation system would you use to go abroad? But for plane, by which transportation system would you use to go abroad? Without Shinkansen, which connects between Tokyo and Osaka, you couldn't move to Osaka from Tokyo within 3 hours by train. If you take plane, you can reach Tokyo from Osaka within 1 hour. Without water, we could not live, but for water, we could not live. Without music, would you die? But for music, would you die? Don't die, never say die. Were I you, I would ask her for a date. Were I you, I would change my job. If I were you, I would ask my boss to give me a raise. Were I you, I would quit the job. Were you me, what would you do? What would be your answer? What would be your answer? If I had spoken to her, she would have explained the subject so long, so I didn't talk to her. I dared not talk to her. I didn't dare to talk to her because of that. If I had talked to her, she would have talked about the topic for such a long time, like 3 hours. So I didn't dare to talk to her. I dared not talk to her. I didn't dare to talk to her. I dared not talk to her. Had I talked to her, She would have talked about the topic for more than 3 hours. If you were to win the lottery, what would you buy? If you should win the lottery, what would you do? What do you want to buy? What would you like to do with the money? Should you win the lottery, what would you do? What would you like to do with the money? Should you win the lottery, could you keep it secret? Can you keep it secret? Would it be possible to keep it secret? If you should win the lottery or a race at gambling, would it be possible to keep it secret? Will it be possible to keep it secret? Without effort, you would not be able to succeed. But for effort, you would not be able to succeed. We can succeed only by effort. So never give up. Don't give up. Without video games, what would you do? What would you like to do? But for video games, what would you do? What would you like to do? Without books, what would you use to study? But for books, what would you do to study? If it were not for a book, what would you use to study? If it had not been for a book, what would you have used to study in the past? Okay, I will finish talking here. I will finish speaking here. Thank you for watching. See you next time.